I mean, it's been a great year so far, and the team's really come together at the end of the season. We've made a great run. The beginning of the season, one of the goals for the team was to get the state championship, and I mean, we've made it this far, so there's just one more step, and hopefully we can do that.
Now, Morristown's a tremendous hurdle. They've been the class of South Jersey lacrosse from its inception. How'd you overcome that obstacle? How'd you beat them?
I mean, we played them earlier in the season, and we lost, I think, 6-2 in a scrimmage. And after the game, Coach Turco told us that would most likely be the team we were playing at the end of May, and that he thought we would beat them. And we ended up doing that. In the game, we just possessed the ball. That was like the biggest part of it. We wanted to have possession of the ball, and we thought if we could just possess the ball and keep them from scoring, then we'd be able to win the game.
Now, when did you commit to Virginia, and how much did that take a weight off your shoulders?
I committed at fall of my junior year, I think in October, and well, yeah, it's definitely a big weight lifted off my shoulders. I haven't been that concerned about like college because I already committed. So
now Chris LaPierre is there now. You'll get to play with him for a year. Stilley went to North Carolina. Have they given you any feel for what you're in for?
Yeah, they've definitely. I mean, it's a whole different level in college, and you just got to keep working hard. And I'll actually get to play with Chris next year, hopefully, and that'll be a great experience, and I can't wait for that.
What more do you need to do to become a college player, and how much are you enjoying the last couple of days here?
I think I need to work on my stick work a lot more, and just keep hitting the weight room and just working hard. And these next couple of days are hopefully going to be really exciting, and hopefully a bunch of wins.
You've had a ton of terrific lacrosse players. Jake is just another in that line. What sets him apart from some of his peers?
Well, I mean, I think what's helped him a lot is that he's grown up through this program, and he's seen what it does take to be a top level lacrosse player from some of the athletes in the past. I mean, specifically Chris, and now that he's going to Virginia. Jake is a young man who's extremely humble. He's not, how should I say it? I would say he realizes that, his ability and skill level are a direct result of all his teammates and how they work around him. I mean, very unassuming, and I think he goes into every game knowing he has to prove himself even more. He never walks on that field thinking like I'm the man. I mean, he realizes he's going to have to work hard tomorrow. He knew that last Saturday going in against Morristown, the previous game against Princeton. I think that's what makes him special, because he works very diligently in practice, and he's so humble, as I said before, that he realizes, well, I got to do it all over again. My reputation's not going to do anything for me. It's going to be what I bring to the table on that given day.
It seems like he can be quiet at times. He's still doing all the things that need to be, but when you really need him, he steps up. A huge goal to win against Morristown, a big goal against Princeton to get you in position to win the game. He just kind of has that knack of being there when you need him absolutely the most.
There's no doubt. I mean, and to be honest with you, it was the same thing in the fall in football. I mean, when we needed a big play, he would make a big play. He maybe statistically didn't have the numbers that other receivers had and stuff like that, but when we needed a big play, he made it. And lacrosse, it's no different. Basketball, he would always come up with a big rebound and things like that. So, I mean, I call it the legend of Jake Dean. I said it to his dad after the game. I said, "Oh, the legend continues." And I don't really mean it tongue in cheek. Everything that he has accomplished, he's really earned, and I think you can't ever forget about him on the field. And I'm not saying any of our opponents have forgotten about him, but after the fact, they probably are rethinking their strategy.
Now, you've sent a ton of kids to big-time colleges, and they've had good success at schools all over the country. He's going to Virginia, just another kid in that line. What's going to make him a successful college player?
I think what's going to make him successful is exactly what I said about him. He's going to go down to Charlottesville, and he's going to do everything that Coach Starrs asked him to do. He'll do all the little things because he's not he really isn't into statistics. But if a ground ball machine is what he needs to become, he'll become that. Early in his career, he was a face-off guy. I don't know if he'll face off down there, especially since David Smith's going to be coming in soon, and he's become quite a face-off guy. So Jake's going to continue to work hard and do the little things that have created the player that he is today.
You're one of the original guys that went to a big-time school from this place. Jake's going to go to the ACC following you in your footsteps and Chris LaPierre's footsteps and a lot of guys' footsteps. What's going to set him apart, and how's he going to fit into that level of play?
Well, I think he's going to be fine just because, I mean, most of it to me is just the athleticism and capabilities that he has already as far as being, physically imposing. There's, like we say, Jake's, come a long way, obviously, since, his freshman, sophomore year. But when you have Jake's size, his speed, when you get to that next level, that's what matters most. If you ask most guys that go to the college level, what's the biggest jump? The speed of the game is the biggest jump. And I think he's going to be able to handle that offensively, defensively, in the middle of the field, wherever he has to handle it. So
now his physical gifts are easy to see. Talk about his leadership piece. He has a knack.
Yeah, you know what? Jake's he's a man of few words, but what he does say has meaning to it. He leads by example in the field, and it's very evident. Especially the past two games with the goals that he's had for us. Even especially in the Princeton game with the 60 or 70-yarder shot. It's just it's just a whole nother level of leadership that he brings out there on the field. And he doesn't care. He gets whacked on, beat on every day, and he just keeps fighting through.
Now, you were brought back to Shawnee to give some of your knowledge away. Have you learned anything from Jake?
Yeah, I mean, I learn from all the kids. You learn things every single day from them. It's just as far as the seriousness for me. I'm a young kid still myself at 25, but the seriousness of life sometimes catches up with you. And when you get to come in and work with these kids, and they get to bring you back down to a ground level, you learn things every single day, and they keep you modest, they keep you honest. And they keep you happy. I think I learned to enjoy myself and my life through these kids and helping them grow as people.